It can only be described as the most perfect system of enslavement of a nation of people that you could ever imagine. The City of London is the seat of all evil in the world that we operate. The Federal Reserve is merely a tool of those institutions that are established in the City of London. I think people will be shocked to find nobody's really seen who the true private owners of the American Federal Reserve System are. But when they do find out who is incorporated, and they'll find that all these people register their headquarters in the City of London. Any system that operates on the false measure of interest, where you are lending people a finite amount of something and demanding extra back on that as repayment, and that extra does not exist, but somehow entitles you to now own the productivity of the people who couldn't pay that extra bit. That system will always implode on itself within 70 to 80 years. And we are seeing that implosion take place. It bubbled under the surface since the days of Babylon. And it has successfully created crisis after crisis in which it then reinvents itself and presents itself as the solution to the crisis it actually created, the financial crisis it actually created. There have been some incredibly highly destructive times where this happened. I would suggest the single most destructive reset took place in the 1540s, or I'm sure, yeah, it's 1540s. It's the Black Death, when 70% of the European population lost its life, and everything sort of tracks back to a financial dispute out of a system that is without doubt traceable to this Babylonian system that we now see today, manifested as the Federal Reserve in the English central banking model. An ancient person living today would understand the world in terms of systems, and they would see not the world in terms of those colored pieces that we carve out of maps and so on, say this is England, this is Germany, this is Russia, and so on, like that. They would be looking purely at the world as to which systems dominate, and they would identify the Holy See, the Vatican, as one particular system. They would identify a series of representative locations, starting with Babylon, through Jerusalem, into Venice, into Amsterdam, and into London. And that City of London would be the next system. And they would identify a military system that is now